Good morning, class. I am at math training this morning. The first thing that I need you to do is to turn in the workbook page 182 from yesterday. Then get onto Dreambox for 10 more minutes and then restart the video and I'll go over a few things with you, and then you can work on the homework at the end. So please get onto Dreambox for 10 minutes, and then after that 10 minutes, restart your video. Yesterday for lesson 8.4, we started with the essential question of how can you find the area of a composite figure. Remember, we're finding area, which means the inside of that figure. A composite figure is just two or more figures put together to form a new figure. In our first example today, we are to find the area of this yellow composite figure. As you can see, we can count the squares that lie entirely inside the figure. We have full squares in the pink. Those are 45. The next thing that we have is we have the edges. These are a half and a half makes a whole. Half and a half makes another whole. So our 5 of those halves make 2.5. So as you can see next, we have each one of those squares here is worth a half. So we have 45 full squares plus 5 half squares, which equals 2.5. So our total is 47.5 by adding the 45 full ones with the 2.5 half ones. Please do the exact same setup. Find the full squares and then find the half squares to find the area of number 1, find the area of number 2. When you counted those, you should have gotten 37 square units for the green one and 51 square units for the yellowish orange one. Our next example, we are to find the area of the portion of the basketball court shown. The figure is made up of a rectangle and a semicircle. Find the area of that figure. The area of a rectangle is just the length, 19 times 12. When we multiply 19 times 12, probably using your calculator, you get 228. The area of the semicircle is pi r squared, and because it is a semicircle, we have to divide it by 2. Our radius is 6. Because we know that this distance is 12, so half of 12 is 6. So we're going to take 3.14 times 6 squared, so we've got 36 times 3.14 divided by 2, and we get an answer of approximately 56.52. Notice they use 3.14. If you chose to use the pi button, it would be a little bit larger than 56 and 52/100ths. To get the total area of this figure, we have to add those together, and we get 284 and 52/100ths square feet. In our next example, to find the area of the figure, I see 3 different shapes. I first see a triangle, I also see a rectangle, and I see a parallelogram. The figure is made up of the triangle, the rectangle, and the parallelogram, so we are going to find each area of those and then add them together. The area of the triangle, 1/2 the base times the height. The base is 11.2. The height is 4.5, so we substitute those numbers in there, multiply those, and divide by 2. We get 25 and 2/10. Our next one we're going to do is the area of this rectangle. We have 8 as the length, still 4.5 as the width. So when we take and substitute those in, 8 times 4.5, our answer is 36. We also have a parallelogram, which is the area of we take the base times the height. So we've got 8 times 6.7. That adds up to 53 and 6/10. When I add the 3 areas of each up, we end up with 114 8/10 square centimeters. Again, finding the triangle, the rectangle, and the parallelogram, add them all up, and we get our answer. We have two more examples. In this first one, we have a rectangle, and we have a triangle, so we need to find the area of the rectangle, and we have to find the area of the triangle, add those up. In number 4, we have what looks to be a square in the middle, and then we have 4 half circles, and when we put those circles together, we will have 2 full circles. So see if you can find the area of those right now. Hopefully you've had time to come up with some answers. I know that we've got a total of 90 square meters in this one. And over here we've got about 10.28 square feet. So I've got a 2 by 2 for this, so my square is 4. The radius would actually be 1, so this would give me 3.14 for 2 of those and 3.14 for 2 of those, which would give me the 6.28 plus that 4. Going back over here, this is 63, and what I have right here is 9 times 6, which is 54, divided by 2 gives me my 27. 63 plus 27 gives me my 90. This is the final example. We have a double arrow. Please see if you can find the area of this. Hopefully you were able to get 100 units. I can see that I have a triangle right here, which to me looks like it has a base of 8, because this is 1, 6, and 1, so the base is going to be 8. The height is going to be 5, so 8 times 5 is 40. When we take half of that, we get 20. This one will also be worth 20, so 20 and 20 gives us 40. This is a 10 by 6 rectangle. That gives us 60, so I got 40 plus 60 gives us our 100. Your homework today is textbook page 342 and 343. I would like for you to do problems 3 through 15. Please skip number 11. I will have the video of the pages of the textbook coming up next if you need to use those. Here are the problems for problems 3 through 10. You can pause this while you work on those problems, restart it, and I will have the rest of the problems for you. Here are the final set of problems 12 through 15 that you need to work on. Again, you can please pause the video while you do this, and if you get done, please put them in the basket and then find something quietly to work on in your seats. Thanks. These will be due on Monday. I hope you have a great weekend and have a great rest of your day.